Hey everybody, welcome back to Crafting with S&K. Today we're going to be taking a tour through our kingdom of Tulania. We're going to go through most of the buildings and just walk the streets and look at everything. So it's going to be a good time. So stick around and let's start off to the right for this tour. Our first building is our clothes market and the bakery. We're going to look at the clothes market portion first. It's not very exciting, but you come in and then there's all the mannequins with everything on it and the checkout stand, and then up the stairs is where the shopkeeper lives. It's not very exciting, so we'll just skip over that for now. This half of the building is the bakery. You can just walk up and order whatever, and then we've got the pantry, and then that door just leads to the outside. If we come around this side, we end up in the town's park. It doesn't have a name currently, but it's pretty cute. Picnic table, little arch, the bridge for the stream. There's a little tree swing, and then some benches around the pond. There's some fish in there, and a little dock you can fish off of. Back here, we have the fisherman's hut, one of them. So yeah, it's more like a house than anything. Upstairs, there's just storage. It's pretty tight though, so we're gonna skip that for now. If we go back this way, and we can go through the park, and that will lead us to our next section, which includes our tavern and the church. So this is Jimbo's Tavern. I did not name it, but it's pretty sweet inside. There's all the different bottles you can choose from, lots of chairs. Up here we have a deer head. So there's lots of seats. Outside there's another seat. It looks basically the same though. Over here, or of course, we have our main attraction of the square, which is our fountain. Bells on each side, and then another tree swing with my birds, which is Tropicana and Key Lime Pie. Those are their names. This is our church here, which is pretty fancy. There's a chandelier, all the different pews, a painting, some crosses, and then up here, where the preacher would be, there's a book. And then if we come back out, we can head through our farmer's stand area. And there's a cannon. So this one's for weapons, candles, goldsmith. We have another tree gazebo here just to look at through the town. These are food, so there's some cooked chicken, and then we have like a vegetable fruit stand here. And this leads us to our blacksmiths, which if we go in, there's different options of things you can choose from to make jewelry or tools or whatever you'd like. And then back here is where the work actually gets done. There's some precious items there. Downstairs is a lava storage area, just because that was the area with the most room for it. And next door, we have our flower shop, which was actually the first building besides the castle that we made in this town. It's pretty overgrown, but I feel like that fits the vibe well. And then upstairs, we have the house portion, where again the shopkeeper would live, with the kingdom's flag decorating it. Across the street from that is a house. It's not super well decorated, so we're just gonna look at the outside, which is nice. There's a little garden on the side over there, but yeah, that's about it for that place. Over here we have the hotel we're in. It's called the Town Point Inn. It's a little small on the inside, but you check in here, grab your room key. There's a couple rooms back here, which are like the cheaper ones. It's just got a bed and a little bit of space. And then on the upstairs are like the nicer, more expensive ones. So we can check out this one. They're pretty close to the same. It's got bunk beds and just some brief necessities. And there's a couple of rooms of those. And that's it for this building. if we head back out here, we can look, there's a little well and then our tree arch. And we'll head downstairs first, which is where the secret garden is. It's full of plant life. There's even a little pond with some more fish down here. The mushrooms have kind of taken over the place, so we need to trim those back again. But there's a waterfall and this tree, so it's pretty cute in here. Cozy and nature-filled. We'll head back up and we can go across. There's another dock for fishing. And this is our more recent addition to the town. We have another bakery. It's called Tilly's. We'll check out the inside. So it's full of baked goods. This is where you can just walk up and order things if you'd like. Of course, a bunch of ovens, and then again, house portion with extra ingredients. Out here, we'll go this way with the path. This way we come up onto Betsy's Books and Enchanting, which this downstairs portion is where you come in and you can either buy pre-enchanted items or you can get some lapis and do it yourself, whichever you'd prefer. So that's nice for all the citizens. And then this portion of it is the actual bookstore. So you can come in, you can practice like a speech or do some work there. It's a little desk. There's a table where you can enjoy some coffee. And then there's different sections. So there's like some plain books. And then there's special enchanted ones. And then these are some extra enchanted ones here. We need to get some more, but those are there. A cute little sunflower carpet to brighten it up a bit. But yeah, that's about it for the bookshop. And if we continue around here, there's another fountain. And this is just a house. It's 2 people can live there because the upstairs is fully furnished and so is the downstairs. We have another tower, which we'll go inside one of them later because they're all decorated the same on the inside. And then this is Bernardo's Fish Shack, which is another place where you can come and fish. So down here is like a shop. We have some enchanted fishing poles and supplies. And then you can use this dock or you can take it and go somewhere else. The upstairs is again decorated like a house. It's not very exciting, but shopkeeper can live there. If we take a little jog over this bridge, we will end up at our like dock specific for fishing. We have a couple friends who stay here. This one's name is Fred. That's Kay's dog. And then it has a nice view too. So yeah, we'll head back over to the other side. Okay, so we're back over here by the arch and we're gonna go take a look at our cave where we get all our supplies. And also there's some artwork done on the side of the mountain here. And then this is our quarry, if you will. I just call it the pit. But we've kind of decorated our cave entrance or mine, whichever you'd prefer. And I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but we can come in here and then it just kind of goes back and down. And there's a bunch of different rooms. It's kind of chaos in here actually, but it's good for collecting stone. So I think we're going to head towards the neighborhoods next. Okay, we're back by Jimbo's Tavern again, and we're going to take a tour of our wood shop next, which is just called the wood shop. It's not super exciting, but there's like a woodworking table and then some extra things. And then upstairs, there's just some trees and like you can order stuff here or whatever you'd like. Honestly, we didn't really know how to decorate it, so that's kind of what we ended up with. But anyways, so we're back at the park, and then if we head over this way, we will actually come across the barn for the town, which has got animals of all sorts. Chickens, horses, cows, mules, donkeys, everything. There's an upstairs with a bedroom. And then over here is just kind of the wheat field with this dude. We have some scarecrows watching over everything. And we have our snow golem guardians over here. We've got Shady and then Derpy, which of course they're the best. And then our spruce forest, where we've collected a lot of our supplies for building, and then again another tower. And if we were to take a right from the wood shop instead of a left, we will head down towards our neighborhoods, which we will start off on the quote-unquote poor side of the neighborhood. They have a nice little fountain on the entrance and a wagon that one of them uses. We'll just take a little lap and we'll go in this house here, which is my personal favorite of this side. Got a nice little kitchen space, living space. Again, it's the poor side, if you will, so it's not super exciting or very decorated, but it's got some cute character to it. And then there's this one here. They're all pretty nice. I can't take credit for most of the building, though. That would be Kay. And then if we head down this way, we have our anchor statue, which hints that you're heading towards the docks, which is pretty large. It covers most of the shore on this side. So we've got this boat. There's one over there. They're all from different kingdoms. They match the flags that were in the guest portion of the castle, actually. So as you can see, there's the green skeleton one again. And if you give me just a moment, I will show you all about this boat here. All right, here is our first of the larger ships. We have a bunch of cargo here. And of course, the flag, which has a crow's nest on top. Up here is where the captain would steer. It's got a pretty nice view of everything. And then on the downstairs portion, it's like the bedroom where the captain or crew or whoever would be sleeping. So it's not super exciting, but if we want to go up here, I suppose, we can take a look. And I'll be back in just a moment and we'll head over to the ship with the black and white flag. Now that we're aboard this other ship, which this one is actually for Tulania. This is our ship coming back into port. So they've got cargo that they picked up, the flag. There's another crow's nest up there. And here is the bedroom area where everybody would sleep. And then up here we've got some seating and then the steering wheel for the captain. And if we head back, we can go up the crow's nest and then head into the quote-unquote rich portion of the neighborhood. And now for the last portion of this tour, we'll head back into the other side of the neighborhood and take a look at these. So they have a much nicer fountain as compared to the other side. So we'll take a lap real quick, look at all the houses. They don't all entirely fit the feel we were going for, but we liked how they were designed, so we just went with it. We'll take a look at this one. So it's got bed space, the kitchen. Doesn't really have a living area in this one, but you can make do. It's probably not the most extravagant of all of this side, but the exterior is quite nice. So that's this side of the neighborhood, which they definitely have larger houses than that side. And then if we continue on the trail back here, we've got a little sunflower meadow. And then this is the Twin Rivers Cemetery, where obviously the dead people go. So we have a few of the more noble members who got the definitely fancier headstones. And then there's all these people here on this side as well. And then if we head back out this side, we can come up here, and this is the, I guess, civilians enchanting area. It's not as fully stocked as the other ones are. It doesn't have all the books necessary. And back here we have some ruins from civilizations before. These are like villager statues and then a broken down building. And this is that waterfall that leads down to the arch over there. And then if we want to take a look at one of our towers, we can check out this one here. So the bottom part is just storage mostly. And the second floor has beds for whichever guards are keeping lookout. And then the very top floor is where most of the observation is done. So you can walk up to each and every window. There's one on every side so you can see out at everything. And yeah, I think that kind of concludes our tour for this video. Thank you so much everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tour of Tulania, our Minecraft kingdom. Feel free to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we hope to see you back in our other videos. Thanks everybody!